Hello, preschool friends. I'm glad you could join me again today. It's time for our story. But today I don't want to share a regular storybook with you. I would like to share this nonfiction magazine with you. Do you remember we've talked about things that are nonfiction before? Nonfiction means that the words in our magazine will be true facts. They'll be real things, not a story that an author has made up or created in their head. And that the pictures will be actual photographs, pictures that somebody took, not illustrations that a illustrator has drawn and then colored or painted in. So let's turn and look at our magazine and see what we have to share today. I'd like you to look at the picture or the creature that's here in the middle. Do you know what kind of creature that is? Have you ever seen one before? This is called a dragonfly. Dragonflies come out in the summertime and they eat all kinds of other little critters, other bugs that might bug you or try to bite you. They're very helpful, dragonflies. I'd like you to listen to the sentence that I'm going to read at the bottom of our magazine, and it will give you a hint about what we're going to talk about. It says, "What is an insect?" There's a question mark again. They're asking us a question. What is an insect? What do you know about insects? Hmm, I don't know. Let's learn together and see what you know and put it together with some new things, okay? Here we go. I'm going to open up our magazine so that we can see some other types of insects, not just the dragonfly. I'm going to turn the computer a little bit so that you can see them a little bit better. Great. Okay. Our first insect is called a click bug. It gets its name because when it flips itself over, it makes a clicking sound. But what they would like you to learn about picture number one is that all insects have 6 legs. If you find a creature or a bug that has less or more than 6 legs, then it's not a true insect. Like a spider, for instance. Spiders are creepy crawlies. A lot of people think they're insects, but they actually have 8 legs, so they are not insects at all. Maybe someday we'll learn more about spiders. But let's go back to insects. All insects have 6 legs. Let's count the legs on our clock. Here we go together. Count with me. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 legs. So that's the first thing. All insects have 6 legs. Hmm, pretty interesting. Let's look at the next insect. I'm going to bring the computer a little bit closer so that you can see it better. Oh, very cool. Look, it's long and green. You notice how its two front feet are much bigger? Let's computer back. This insect, boys and girls, is called a praying mantis. It gets its name because those two front feet come together like this, and it looks like it's praying. Its hands look like it's praying, like when we talk to God. That's how it got its name. I bet you know the next insect. You've seen this one before. Look at the red wings with the black dots. If you said that's a ladybug, you were right. Good job. A ladybug is an insect. Here, this insect is on the water. It's called a water strider. Strider means to sort of skate along the way that it moves. I'm going to bring the computer closer so you can see that one also. A water strider has long, long legs, and on the end of its legs, it has little hairs spread out. And the hairs act like a snowshoe, and they spread out and they help that insect to walk right on top of the water. It almost looks like it's ice skating along. A water strider is an insect. Our next insect is a grasshopper. A grasshopper is an insect. Look at those. Look at the long back legs. A grasshopper has very strong back legs so that it can hop, and it hops for a long distance. And then our last insect is in the boy's hand. It's difficult to see, so again, I'm going to bring the computer closer. It almost looks as if he's holding a stick, doesn't it? Well, that's what that insect got its name. Boys and girls, this is called a walking stick. A walking stick lives in trees and on other plants, and it does that because it camouflages in and it looks like a real stick. And when it thinks something's coming to eat it, it stays perfectly still so that it looks like just another branch on the tree. So, the first thing we learned about all of these different types of insects, a beetle is an insect, a praying mantis is an insect, a ladybug is an insect, a water strider is an insect, a grasshopper is an insect, and a walking stick is an insect. And they all have 6 legs. The next thing I want you to know about insects is about their body. Here is an insect that I know you've seen. We have many, many of these in Vermont. This is an ant. You can count 6 legs on this ant, but I also want to talk about its body. All insects have 3 body parts. 1, 2, 3. All insects have 6 legs and 3 body parts. But that's not it. In order for something to be an insect, it also has to have these feelers on its head. Those are called antennae. As I said, the antennae help them to feel and to know what's out in front of them. So all insects need 6 legs, 3 body parts, 2 antennae, and one more thing. They all need 2 eyes. It's very difficult to see an insect's eyes because they're so tiny, but all insects need 2 eyes. I have a fun way for you to remember all the things that an insect needs to be called a true insect. Mrs. Becker emailed to all of your grown-ups this little activity sheet. It's called Insect Snack. And if you can collect all of the things on this sheet, you can put them together to make a little snack for yourself. Now, this is an activity that you're really going to need your grown-ups to help you with because I want to make sure that the things that you choose are healthy and safe for you to eat. That's the important thing, to make sure that they're safe for you to eat. Okay? So, let's just talk about what you need. First, you're going to need 3 body parts. One, two, three. Three body parts. When I put my snack together, I chose to use three crackers. Then you're going to need six legs. When I put my snack together, I chose to take a nut and cut it in half. Now, I know nuts are not safe for some of you, so again, make sure your grown up helps you choose your body parts. Now we need two eyes. One, two. I chose to use two raisins. And can you see it's got peanut butter on it? I stuck them on with peanut butter. Little taste. And then the last thing, boys and girls, you're going to need are the two antennae. Okay? And again, I took a nut and cut it in half so I would have two antennae. All right? I'm going to turn the computer again so that you'll be able to see my bug. Let me just get it all back together so that you can see it. Okay? Let's turn my computer. There. There. Can you see it? One, two, three body parts. One, two, three, four, five, six legs. Two antenna. One, two eyes. One, two. Now you can search your kitchen and find whatever works best for you. Maybe you'll use different kinds of fruit or different kind of vegetables. Whatever works for you is best. All right, boys and girls, there's one more thing Mrs. Becker would like to do before I say goodbye for today. We talked about the different parts of insects, but our magazine also talks about the way that different insects move. It says that our click bug, when it moves, it takes its body and it flips it over. And when it does, it makes a clicking sound. A praying mantis, a praying mantis has to sit very still so it doesn't get caught. So it can take its head and move it from side to side. Can you Can you guess how a ladybug moves? If you said flies, you're correct. Remember I said that a water strider looks as if it's skating on the water? That's how it moves on top of the water. Our friend the grasshopper is an excellent jumper. And the walking stick, it says, is a very good climber because it has such nice long legs. So the last thing I'd like to do is I would like to try to move like each insect. So I'm going to push my computer back and stand up and we'll move together. Excellent. Can you see me? Good. So let's pretend first that we are that click bug. Remember, we're going to flip ourselves the best that we can and make that clicking sound. Here we go. Click, click. That one was kind of fun. How about the praying mantis? Do you remember? It talked about the praying mantis's head. I'm going to put my front feet together to look like I'm praying and then stay still and move my head. Nothing is going to catch me, the praying mantis. Next, we have our friend the ladybug. She's easy. Get your wings out and fly like a ladybug. Very nice. Oh, now it's time to do the water strider. Remember, it looks as if it's gliding on the water because it's skating. Here we go. Oh, skating is so much fun. Well done. Are you ready to do your jumping like a grasshopper? All right. We'll start together, and on three, we'll jump as high as we can. 1, 2, 3, jump! Oh, you were much higher than me. I don't jump very high. And then our last insect was, the last insect, boys and girls, was the walking stick. Remember, it can climb, so let's climb. And then when we get to the top, we're going to stay very still so no creature comes to eat us. Here we go. Climb, climb. One more, climb. And then they stay very still. Good job not getting eaten, boys and girls. So that's the time that we have today. I'm going to say goodbye until the next time. Have fun making your snack, and remember, all insects have 3 body parts, 6 legs, 2 eyes, and 2 antennae. Until later.